everyone, myself Hadasri Musahari, Biology Faculty of Sandipani Academy. Today I am here to discuss about the human digestive system. So before going to the digestive system, we have to know what is digestion. So digestion is a process by which the complex food particles that we take inside our body should break down a small particle so that the food can digest and it can be absorbed to our body. So now let us see the digestive system. That means to undergo the process of digestion, we need a system in our body, and that system is called a digestive system. Digestive system is of two parts, digestive canal and digestive gland. Now first of all I will explain the different parts of the digestive canal. Digestive canal is also known as an alimentary canal, and it starts from mouth to anus. Now let us see one by one. Mouth, it is the first part of the digestive canal, where there is a buccal cavity, and inside the buccal cavity we have three parts, that is we have a teeth, we have a tongue, and also a salivary gland. So human being have total 32 numbers of teeth, and among these 34 numbers of teeth we have 8 incisor, 4 canine, 8 premolar, and the rest 12 are the molar. And human teeth are also known as heterodont because we have 4 different types of teeth, that is incisor, canine, premolar, and molar. Human teeth are also known as diphyodont because we have 2 sets of teeth. The first one is milk or temporary teeth, and the second one is the permanent teeth. Okay. Next, after the teeth we have a tongue, with the help of which we can swallow our food, and then we have a salivary gland which secretes as saliva and makes our food slippery, which enable the food to swallow easily. Okay. We will discuss in more details about the salivary gland when we will discuss about the digestive gland. Okay. After mouth we have pharynx. Here I have not labeled. Here there is a pharynx. Then pharynx is a common passage of food and air, and after the pharynx there is a oesophagus which is also known as a food pipe, and behind the food pipe there is also a windpipe through which the small amount of air also enter through our mouth. Okay. Then here in the pharynx there is a part called epiglottis which prevent the food not to enter through the respiratory tract. In the stomach there is a gastric gland which secretes a gastric juice, and this gastric juice contains hydrochloric acid and various kind of enzyme like pepsin, renin, and also it contains a mucus. Hydrochloric acid, that is secreted from the gastric gland, it have a very great role in the process of digestion. Hydrochloric acid activate the enzyme into an active form so that it can perform in the process of digestion. Then next, after the stomach there is a intestine which is of 2 types, that is small intestine and large intestine. Small intestine is a very long part of the alimentary canal, and it is about 6 centimeter long. And small intestine is the part of the alimentary canal where the complete digestion occurs, and in the small intestine the absorption also takes place. After the small intestine there is a large intestine which is of 3 parts, that is cecum, colon, and rectum. Sorry, I have forgot to tell here, small intestine is also of 3 parts, that is duodenum, jejunum, and ileum, and ileum is the part where the completion of digestion takes place. And in the large intestine, in the colon cecum part of the large intestine there is a vestigial organ called appendix, and when this appendix get infected, a disease called appendicitis is caused. And after the cecum there is a colon where the formation of feces takes place. Then in the rectum is the last part of the large intestine where through which we used to remove the wastage part of our body, that means the undigested part of the food get removed from our body from the rectum through the anus, and anus is the last part of the digestive canal, and these are the different parts of the digestive canal. Next we have the digestive gland. Next we have digestive gland, and we have three major digestive gland, that is salivary gland, liver, then pancreas. These are the three major digestive glands that we have in our digestive system. Salivary gland, which is located in the buccal cavity of our mouth, and salivary gland used to secrete saliva, that I have told earlier already. Saliva contains an important enzyme called salivary amylase, which helps in the digestion of carbohydrate. That means the digestion of carbohydrate starts from our mouth itself. Then with the help of saliva, salivary gland also secrete a mucus which makes our food slippery and makes easy to swallow. Then next we have a liver, which is the largest digestive gland present in our digestive system. Liver used to secrete a bile juice, and bile juice contain bile pigments called bilirubin and also a bile salt, and in the process of digestion, bile salt used to break down the fat, complex fat globules into a smaller globules, so that the fat can get digested and act with the help of the enzyme. Then the secretion of the liver, that is the bile juice, gets stored in a part called gallbladder. That means gallbladder is the storage part of the storage region where it used to store the secretion of the liver. Then after that we have a pancreas. Pancreas is also known as a digestive gland, and also it is also known as an endocrine gland, because it used to secrete two important hormones called insulin and glucagon. So in case of digestive system, pancreas used to secrete various kind of enzyme like trypsin, chymotrypsin, peptidase, and also various kind of lipase enzyme which act upon fats, and also various kind of enzyme which act upon carbohydrate molecules. Now all the secretion of the pancreas are poured down into the small intestine. That means in the duodenum part of the small intestine, the secretion of the pancreas used to function and digest our food. Now pancreas is the second largest digestive gland of our digestive system. Then after that we also have gastric gland, that I have already mentioned earlier, and gastric gland is present in the stomach, which used to secrete gastric juice, and in that gastric juice there is a presence of small amount of mucus and some amount of enzyme and also hydrochloric acid. Then after gastric gland, one more gland is there, that is intestinal gland. Intestinal gland, which is present in the small intestine, and it also secretes some of the enzyme, and which is the last enzyme that used to take part in the process of digestion. Since small intestine is the part where the digestion process complete, and the enzymes which is secreted from intestinal gland takes part in the last step of the process of digestion. So these are the some of the parts of the human digestive system, and we have to know it because this is the system that is present in our body, and I hope you will all of you will enjoy my class, and if you have any question you can ask in the comment box. Okay, thank you.